The most awaited schools rugby league commenced yesterday, and we warmly welcome you to the St. Peter's College grounds here in Bambalapitiya for the opener for the defending champions St. Peter's College taking on Ananda College, the newly promoted outfit commencing their A Division rugby after lapse of 18 years. And St. Peter's looking to continue their merry way going forward. Have won 2 championships in a row, 2023 under Shen Madhugaske, last year under Dulaj Navodya. So both teams preparing as the Dialog Schools Rugby League goes into the day 2. We had 4 amazing games yesterday and 4 happening today. Weather forecast looks very hot and humid, clear skies. Good for open fast rugby. That's what is expected from the Peter Rights. Ananda College also have a good backline which showed throughout the Premier Trophy that they are here to play a fast open rugby. So all of the spectators slowly making their way into Bambalapitiya. And St. Peter's College played quarterfinals, won it comprehensively, and let's look at the Chairman's Trophy finals. This happened a few weeks ago. Maharagama Central played Lalitha Mudli, that was won by Maharagama, and the Premier Trophy final, Ananda College defeating St. Benedict's College 25 points to 10. Ananda College number 15 Shamadita scoring a hat-trick in that game. And then the President's Trophy. What an amazing game of rugby that was. Trinity College played Isipatana, and on the last minute of play, Isipatana scoring that winning try to clinch the President's Trophy, and they won it in 2024 and they retained it in 2025. So also play for 18 schools this time, and looking at the road to the final and what happened in the knockouts tournament. First time the knockouts being played before the league encounter, and in the quarterfinals St. Peter's won the quarterfinal against Thurston. Then Zahira College also taking the better out of Vidyartha. Trinity College beating their arch rivals St. Anthony's, and St. Thomas's defeating the Mount Lavinia rivals Science College in the quarterfinal stage. Dharmaraja losing out to the ES. Then Royal had a scare against Kingswood. That was the game of the pre-quarterfinals. Wesley taking the better out of St. Joseph's, and Isipatana easing through. And in the quarterfinals, Isipatana defeated Wesley. Royal defeated DS, and Trinity defeating St. Thomas in a close game. And Zahira getting a walkover. In the semi-finals, Zahira gave a run to Trinity. At half-time it was 12-all, but Trinity proving strong. And Isipatana College played some good rugby in the first 25 minutes of that semi-final. And they managed to win it after a late comeback from Royal was not good enough. In the final, Isipatana scored early, and Trinity slowly but steadily got into the game. It was 9 points to 7, and on the last minute, Isipatana scoring a try and clinching the knockout trophy for 2025. And looking at the Dialog Schools Rugby League, winners Royal College on top with 23, followed by Trinity winning 17, and then St. Peter's and Isipatana equal on 16. These two teams are the recent winners. In 2022, Isipatana won it, and 2023 and 2024, St. Peter's. St. Thomas's following at 12, Zaira 4, Kingswood 3, St. Anthony's 2, and Dharmaraja solitary 1 in 2013. So with that, we'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with more news and team lineups.
car radials. The road is yours.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්‍රික්කෙට සිත බැඳා ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ හිටක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාන් තමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වා දෙන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swisstech AquaShield 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
Swisstech tile adhesive අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නෑ.
Swisstech skim coat finish එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය. චර්පි චිප්ස්. රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma tibide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff.
and a lemon.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
Forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
St. Peter's College grounds in Bambalapitiya. Teams slowly but steadily moving towards the game, making their final preparations. Sides looking to open this schools rugby league on a high. And joining with me in the commentary box, Abdullah Yusuf. Welcome, Abdullah.
Thank you, Nilhan. Good evening to all the viewers as well. Yes. Here at Bambalapitiya today as the defending league champions begin their campaign for 2025. They'll be up against a very interesting Ananda outfit, a team that has got a bit of momentum coming into this game, isn't it, Nilhan, having won that Premier Trophy as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this game pans out and whether that match practice which they have had running into this game will have some sort of an advantage against the Papare team who just had that sole quarter-final game before they had to unfortunately pull out of the knockout tournament.
Yes, Ananda clinching the Premier Trophy would definitely give them some good match practice. Looking at the results, we had 4 games yesterday. Trinity College defeating Sri Sumangala College 49-15. Sumangala began that game brilliantly and finally Trinity got the better out of them. The closest encounter of the first game day yesterday, St. Anthony's going down to the SA Nanayaka 19-26. Then at the Royal Complex, Royal comprehensively defeating Thurston College 74-15. And at Maradana, Zaira College thumping Dharmaraja College 56 points to 19. That's something we didn't expect in that starting 4 games yesterday.
Yes, Zahira, it was pretty close at half-time, but in that second half they just ran away with it, isn't it? And there's no doubt they have put out a marker and have put the other teams in that group on notice.
Today's fixtures, Ananda Peters game here at St. Peter's. Wesley College taking on Science at Havelock Park. And the game of the day, St. Thomas's taking on Kingswood at St. Thomas's big club grounds in Mount Lavinia, and in Nitawala with that taking on St. Joseph's.
There's a lot of interesting rugby ahead, and today's game no less interesting. A lot of intrigue into this game as well, isn't it, Nilhan? And come back to that as we have the timeline of the league, which commenced yesterday, and the first round will go on till the 6th of July. After which the top 2 teams from each group will move into the championship round. The next 2 will go into the plate round, and the bottom 2 teams will play for the bowl, which will be from the 20th up until the 10th of August. So it's going to be a long and grueling season. All teams rather will need to ensure that they have enough depth in their squad, because injury is likely to play a big part as this tournament goes on. And teams' definite bench strength is going to come into play definitely, and the teams that have good solid benches could be the difference between winning and losing.
And looking at the groups, Group A, we got the defending champions St. Peter's, DSA Nanayaka, Wesley Science, St. Anthony's and Ananda. And in Group B, Isipatana, St. Thomas, Zahira, Dharmaraja, Kingswood and Mahanama. That groups looks a very tight one with Zahira putting out a performance yesterday. And St. Thomas, Isipatana, then Kingswood College also proved that they are here to give a challenge this year. And on Group C, we got Royal College, Trinity College, then Vidyartha, St. Joseph, Sri Sumangala and Thurston completing the 18 teams.
Yes, it's a really new format, so it's something that most spectators will need to get their heads around to how it's going to work. But end of the day, as far as the teams are concerned, you just need to take it game by game and ensure that they get the W's at the end of the day, and they can do that successfully. There's no doubt that they can progress further.
True, Abdullah, and we'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with team cards and live action.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක. බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක. බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ ක්ලික් එක සිට බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් බබේ
හීට් එක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාන් තමයි.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Whose fault is this?
Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
Welcome back to St. Peter's College grounds here in Bambalapitiya. We are a few minutes away from kickoff. This league opener for the defending champions St. Peter's College taking on the newly promoted Ananda College. Looking at the St. Peter's College starting 15, Ashraf Farooq, Chirat Pereira, Janit Ratnayaka, and Revon Pereira and Shenuka Pereira, the second row. Those are the experienced campaigners for St. Peter's College. And Hashar Madugaske, Laktinu, Ranasingh and Shenal Noel completing the forward pack. And the 9-10 combination, Jamal Wahab and Ashok Krishan. And Promukha Aditya and Senuddin Sara, the centre pairing. And Divanka Jayaratna and Netushan Mantusha in the wings. And at fullback, skipper Emit Jaivira. Replacements, Nimsara Soisa, Arosh, Rushit, Pramudita, Herft, Angelo Pereira and Gion and Shahid.
So next up will be the Ananda lineup. So the forwards Sadev Dasanayaka, Janit Pereira and Banuka Dilshan will be the front row. Ovindu Vibhuja, Vishwa Erandika will be the two second rows. Nipuna Palihavadana, Pramil and Seyamal Vimala Surya will be the third rows. Chatura Aryavansa and Senut Randinu will be the halves combination. Then we'll have on the left wing Chatuka Maitipe. The centers will be Rusha Kaushal and Netula Vijayawardana. The right wing will be Netsara Kodituaku, and in the last line of defense, Dinet Chamudita. The replacements, there'll be Dilshan, Senadira, Netsara, Megasurya, Chamalka, Tantirige, Ratnasiri, Kuruppu, Vijayawardana and Randimal.
Yeah, Ananda College missing the services of Rehan Attanaka, their main playmaker, playing at fly half, not in the match day 25 today. He had a small injury in that Premier Trophy final, and looks like that has not been healed yet, and Ananda College opting to not play him in this game. Yes, the teams are almost ready to come in to start their Dialog Schools Rugby League campaign for the year 2025. Defending champions St. Peter's ready to make their way into the grounds. Ananda College also looking to give a good fight as they commence their Division 1 segment A this time around after a lapse of 18 years.
Yeah, that's right. It's quite a milestone for Ananda to make it back to the top league. Some really good teams, if I'm not mistaken, in the early 90s. Ilhan played against some of those top Ananda sides, very tough teams to beat. And it's just great to see them back in the top tier. As I said, coming to this match with a bit of form as well, managing to annex that Premier Trophy. Understandably, the quality of opposition is probably not what they will face at A Division, but nonetheless, that winning feeling and the confidence they would have built up definitely will hold them in good stead. It's just a bit unfortunate that they've lost that key playmaker of theirs, Athanayake, that could prove pretty crucial in the final analysis. Of course, from St. Peter's point of view, they'll just want to get in a good performance today. Obviously, the win will be imperative. With a new skipper today in experienced Emi Jaivira, functioning from that full-back position, generally a centre three-quarter, isn't he, Nilhan?
Yeah, played at centre and mainly a playmaker at fly-half also. So a few changes from that game against Thurston, so Amit moving into the full-back, and they have moved Senuddin Sara into the centre position. He played at scrum half in that game, and brought in Ashok Krishand with Jamal Wahab, who played at fly-half in that pre-quarter final against Thurston. So a few changes there. And in the forward pack, Revon Pereira moving from that loose hit prop position back to his similar second row position he played throughout 2023 and 2024. And a few changes from the St. Peter's outfit, as we see Ananda College making their way. And for Ananda, the fullback Dinesh Chamudita will have to play a big role as Rehan Athanayake is not featuring today. So he has to take all the kicking and decision making as St. Peter's College makes their way. As both teams are ready, and we're going to see a good game of fast open rugby.
Yes, conditions here at Bambalapitiya are excellent. The underground conditions seem pretty dry, so ball is not going to be slippery. St. Peter's like to move the ball around, and I think the Anandians are no different. So which team is able to execute better will definitely get their money's worth. Always a very nervous moment for schools. Just the first match of a league, a new tournament. The anxiety is all there, isn't it? In those first 10-15 minutes, you could find that teams can be a little bit nervous. Especially so Ananda need to get off to a good start, or at the very least not get carried away with the pressure of playing in A-Division rugby. Can tend to happen if you haven't been there for a while, and if you're not up for it mentally, it could cause a problem. The experienced Peterites will want to get off to a quick start, try and pile a few points on the scoreboard earlier on just to settle their nerves and reverse this pressure back on the Anandians.
So the first 10 minutes will be very crucial for both sides, especially for St. Peter's. Just need to settle down quickly into this game. And on the other side, they will face some quality opponents beginning with this game. So the game will slowly but steadily grow as we are all set and ready as Ashok kicks things off for the year 2025, and Ananda straight away collecting the ball and putting it to touch. So early on, straight away into a set piece for St. Peter's College.
Yes, good option. Important to get out of your 25. Don't want to be playing too much rugby in that area of the field. So it's going to be Peterite number 8, Shemal Noel, who will throw the ball. Good clean line out. St. Peter's off the back peel. Make some good ground. Ball has been recycled. Running into the referee. No harm done. Now Peter Rice just trying to move the ball wide. Doesn't quite find the mark, but nonetheless. Looks like a position has been turned over. So that's good defensive work by Ananda. Just trying to attack along the fringes to draw that Peterite defense in. And Ananda deciding to go downfield. But unfortunately, it's been kicked out on the full. That's really unfortunate by Ananda.
Numbers, guys.
So once again, line out for Ananda inside the 22. This rather for St. Peter's inside the 22.
Shayan Noel, second line out. Not collected well there by St. Peter's, but finally getting the line out now. Jamal looking for quick ball to spread it wide. Straight into the forwards. St. Peter's goes into contact. Jamal still looking for quick ball out of the ruck, but finally St. Peter's spreading it wide now to Jayavira. Jayavira to quick hands in the corner for the winger. Brought just short of that line. Finally, a good defensive work from Ananda College. Sending that winger Nidushan Mantusha into touch. St. Peter's quick hands in the line. Just got them just near the try line.
That's a good drift defense. Then Ananda winning good clean line out ball. Yes, Peter Wrights did try to sack the liner, but I think it was a bit too late. So good line out by Ananda, managing to win that penalty. Will enable them to now try and just get out of the 25. It's clear down the field, so Ananda just inside the 40-meter mark.
Doing a lot of defense work in the first 3 minutes. Quickly taking that line out. And now Ananda trying to run but fumbles the ball. A knockback, says the referee. They will look to exit this time by Senut Randinu. And finding good touch. And bringing play just closer to the 22-meter mark. So ideal opportunity for Ananda to contest this line out. St. Peter's had a dodgy line out previously. Collection work was done by Lagdinu Ranasinghe after the fumble, but this time straight away into the hands of Madhugaske, brother of the winning skipper in 2023. Good passage of play by the Peter Wrights, sending the ball wide, but referee deeming that pass was forward. So early scrum for Anand.
Yes, I think it was Netsan Methusha just trying to force the issue there. Maybe could have held on to create another phase without looking for a pass while not in total control. It's a good attacking opportunity here for Ananda. It's the scrum off. Chatura with the feed. It's the ball out to his 3/4. Nice strong straight run by their inside centre. He cycled the ball once again. Ananda going out wide.
Get back.
That's a big hit.
Captain. That was foul. Eka school league Anwar Naftar, right?
Yes, I think that's excellent by the referee. We've seen that far too often in schools rugby. Profanity just needs to be nipped in the bud. It's just not in this game. It's been prevalent in a couple of the other games we witnessed yesterday as well. And it's good to see referees clamping down on that immediately. So with that, Ananda an opportunity to get first points on the board. It's their fullback Dineth Chamudita with an opportunity. Strike set well, but just misses the right upright. So it'll be a 22-meter dropout.
Meter dropout for St. Peter's. Ananda just let the ideal start. Got the penalty. Unfortunately, losing out Rehan Athanayaka means that Chamadita has to take that additional responsibility. And now again Chamadita collecting the ball, trying to run through this Peter defense. But St. Peter's have turned the ball over. Now Jamal, quick ball out to the winger Jayaratna, but he's bundled into touch. But St. Peter's will come back to advantage. Now St. Peter's will take that quick tap as Jamal takes the ball and spreads wide into the corner. St. Peter's making way in as Mantusa tries to run around, but finding the touch line. Scrap for space in the corner. St. Peter's tried to run through the corner on the both sides of the ground, but finally bundled into touch on both occasions. Now Ananda securing that line out. Straight away goes into the contact. Is Irusha Kaushal and gives away the penalty for holding on. And this time to St. Peter's continuing that quick tap option. Good passage of ball to Jayaratna. And his pass went to the boot of Senuddin Sara. So St. Peter's losing out on another opportunity.
It's pretty clear the way Ananda, St. Peter's want to play this game. They don't want Ananda to settle. So they're trying to up the tempo as much as possible. It's a good clean line out by Ananda. And that's a really good driving maul by the Ananda 8, managing to extract a penalty. Which they will use to good effect to drive play upfield.
Bringing play just near the halfway mark. Vimal Surya with the feed in throw in. Now quick ball out and a late tackle on the Ananda scrum half, playing with the advantage. Tries to kick, but Chase managed to block it. And referee will go back to that shoulder charge by number 3, Janut Ratnayaka. 10 minutes gone, still no points for both sides. Anand will be the happy outfit. They had the only opportunity to score points, but unfortunately the kick went astray. So that kick brings them near the 40-meter mark.
Seems interesting, isn't it, Nilhan? Both teams, number 8 seem to be the throwers into the line out. Good clean line out by Ananda. Well sacked by the Peterites. Nonetheless, Ananda managed to retain possession to try and attack along the fringes. The Papare defense seemed to be in control. Ananda inching their way forward. It's good by Ananda.
Slowly making their way forward.
But looks like the Papare have turned possession over. Referee had deemed that the ruck was over. And so the Papare fly half, Ashok Krishan, just found himself isolated, and some really good work by the Anand, the defender, just managing to poach the ball, trying to sell that dummy. A quick release and play the ball. Some really good work by Ananda. Unfortunately, that kick to touch has been overcooked. So real missed opportunity for Ananda, you'd have to say. And a bit of repeat for St. Peter's.
Especially that was 3-on-3. He had Demi Jayavira and Jayaratna in the corner. But Ananda overkicking that kick. So giving another opportunity for St. Peter's. Jamal feeds to Ashok. Looking for option is Dinsara. Dinsara to Amit Jayavira. The pass is good as Dinsara collects the ball. Now Jayaratna sending it to Pramuda Aditya. St. Peter still going strong. That is Mantusa in the corner. Now playing with advantage is the Papare. Ashok Faraz. Now St. Peter's trying to spread it wide as the Senuddin Sara makes through and goes through to Ananda defenders to score the opening Amana Bank try for St. Peter's. And Ananda will be kicking themselves after that kick going over the deadline and giving this opportunity. St. Peter spreading it wide and easily going over for the opening try.
Absolutely, Nilhan. You just cannot afford to give away opportunities like what Ananda did. They will learn the hard way if they continue to do so in A Division Rugby against top quality teams like St. Peter's. Just cannot afford to give away chances because the other teams, the good quality teams, will make you pay. No mistake with regard to the conversion. So St. Peter's draw first blood, 7-0.
Yeah, the backs played brilliantly. They spread the ball wide and then they came back again from the right side to the left and good step and went through that Anand defensive line and easily scoring under the force for the Amana Bank try. Senuddin Sara opening the scoring for the Papare as Ashok Krishan added the conversion as Anand kicking things off. The restart fumble by the Papare, but referee correctly calling it the knock forward there. So straight away after the restart, Anand has an ideal opportunity with a scrum inside the Papare 22 meter. And the center scrum up there.
Yes, lapse in concentration more than anything. Have a look at that. Good hanging kick. Fortunately, the Papare scrum off. Jamal just not being able to hold on to it. Now, good attacking opportunity here for Ananda. The referee very clearly saying to release. It's not the case. And Peterites have been penalized, so it's another attacking opportunity for Ananda. But in the meantime, looks like they've got a player down. What are you listening in, Nilhan? Seems to be in quite a bit of pain, isn't it? Seems to be the knee.
Yes, clearly telling the medics that it's the knee that is hurting him. The match doctor also expecting him up. So that will be a big blow for Ananda. And both teams getting a small breather due to this injury. Looks like he's up. Yeah, that's the number 12 for Anand. Irusha Kaushal.
It's good to see him back on his feet, just being strapped up. So looks like he's good to continue, at least for the moment.
So Ananda will restart with the penalty. Chamadita this time will look to get the ball into touch. And from that line out, they will try to put some pressure on the Peterite defense. So 5-meter line out for Ananda. Going for a 4-man line out. Vimal Surya with the throw in. Quick line out from Ananda with Janithu Pereira behind and he goes over for the first try for Ananda. Ananda hooker, Janithu Pereira.
Yes, well, that just took Peterite pack entirely by surprise, isn't it? I think they were expecting it to go to number 2. Waiting for the second pod, rather, to try and make the block. And they went right in at the front of the line out. A quick maul was formed. And by the time St. Peter's regrouped, it was a bit too late because Ananda definitely had the forward momentum. And a brilliantly executed driving maul by the Ananda 8, managing to get first points for their team, and Ananda right back in it.
Yeah, Peter, it's not contesting that line out. Also taken by surprise that quickly Ananda setting things off. The rolling maul as Dinesh Chamadita puts that conversion and equalize the game. 7-all. And Anand coming back strong after that initially conceding that try for St. Peter's. So few mistakes from the Peterites being costing them 7 points. And now the restart is crucial for both sides, especially Anand after scoring. As Ashok goes short, but Anand collecting the ball. And now we'll look to exit their half. Good kick, brilliant kick there by Senut Randinu, bringing Anand closer to the 22-meter mark. So Anand doing well after scoring that initial try.
Yes, what was good, really good about that kick was Nilhan, he kept it very flat, isn't it? So the fullback, I think it was the Papare skipper, not sure whether he should go and try and collect it on the full. He just bounced in front of him, and the bounce of the ball just took it towards the touchline. So Shanal with the throw in. Again, it's overthrown, but safely collected by the Peterites. It's just been kicked ahead, but they managed to recycle. And now the Peterites will try and run it from their own 22. Oh, that's a one-on-one tackle that has been missed, which you can't do against these teams. It's a kick which has been blocked, and now at the other end, have Ananda gone over. Well, what a sequence of play. What absolutely brilliant sequence of play. Looks like Peterites were on the move, on the front foot. The chip ahead by the winger was blocked by the Ananda defender. It's Dinet Chamudita, the fullback. Was it? I think it was the Ananda sent, isn't it? Netula Vijayavardhana?
Will come back with the point scorer, but a brilliant run from Mantusha, then blocked brilliantly by Ananda, and surprising the Peterite defense, going through easily to score that Amana Bank try. Now Dinet Chamudita with the conversion to add the extras. And kick looks good and it goes over. So 7 points for Ananda. And they take a surprise lead of 14 points to 7. So you see a replay of that try, trying to put that chip and run, and good collection there by the number 15.
1 minute break.
Tenu Chamudita. He did the block and he collected the ball and he went through St. Peter's defense very easily to score the second try.
So it's 14 points to 7, and we'll go for a 1 minute water break. It's pretty humid here at Bambalapitiya, so a mandatory 1 minute water break will take place in this moment, and not many would have predicted this scoreline 22 minutes into the game, but Ananda have hung in there. You have to give them a lot of credit, and find themselves 14-7 ahead, but still fair way to go in this game. It's interesting, isn't it, Nilhan? St. Peter's don't want to get into a breakdown to breakdown kind of situation, isn't it? We've seen them taking the quick taps, trying to up the tempo, not let St. Peter's, rather Ananda settle down. But Anandans have hung in there. And they've got 2 scores, one through a brilliant driving maul, and the other through a charge down kick, with the finishing touches were put up by their fullback. Find themselves 14 points to 7.
Yeah, for the Peterites, looking to spread it wide, as you said, trying to play at a high tempo. But they have some good forwards that they could use. But they have not yet utilized that option. Now, Ananda looking for the exit. This time, Senud Randinu goes for the high-hanging kick. Now, Emit Javir makes a cross kick to the corner, but has he overcooked it? Yes, he has sent that on the full. So the momentum of the game surely on Ananda's side. St. Peter's making a lot of mistakes here and there. Javid had ample time to spot that kick, but kicking it out the full gives another opportunity for these Ananda forwards who have been patiently playing and got themselves rewarded with a brilliant try to open the scoring. Vimala Surya. Throwing not contested by St. Peter's, but good sack by the Peterites. Now Ananda will go for the pick and drive option. Now Pereira, the try scorer, goes into contact. Ananda the forwards were playing that patient game and milking a penalty from the Peterite defense. Now playing with advantage. Arya Vansha spotting their backs now, spreading the ball to Randinu, but unfortunately fumbling it in the process, but they will go back to that offside penalty. And Chamudita will go to the corner and give another opportunity for these Ananda forwards.
Number 4, captain. Rakke ke depath innoda last foot එකකින් නෑ. ඉඳලා ඉස්සරහින් අත දිහාගෙන ඉන්න බෑ. right? වාගේ offside එක යනවා. right? Mark here. Get to mark. Half meters can Ananda. Marking gun.
So very crucial line out for Ananda now. 5 meter. St. Peter's not contesting any of the line outs, so with the new laws in, Ananda can easily win it. Janitha Pereira going down and setting the ruck, and unfortunately giving away a penalty for holding on is Bhanuka Dilshan, but St. Peter straight away taking that quick tap and trying to run from their 22 meter. Now Dinsara to Jayaratna in the corner, but good defensive work from Ananda. St. Peter securing the ball. Now Jamal to Shenuk Pereira. He's been brought back. Now St. Peter's using their big forwards, but still in their 22 meter. As St. Peter's try to still run as Jayaratna in the corner. Offloads it to Amit Jayavira. Jayavira gives it back to Aditya and takes the ball over, and he runs through the Ananda defense to score the second Namana Bank try for the Peterites, and from their own 22 meter they score under the post.
Yes, so it looks like the referee will want to have a look at something by the way that whistle was blown. Just wonder whether that final pass, whether there was a forward pass.
Yeah, the pass from Jayavira to Aditya, and then the pass back to Jayavira is the one that referee is having a chat. But looks like that's okay, as referee gives that try to St. Peter. So running from their own 22 meter and going all over the park and scoring under the post. So good comeback from the Peterites. So you see quick ball out and then Divanka Jayaratna giving it to Emi Jayavira, and then again to Pramod Aditya, and he returns the favour back to Emi Jayavira, and he goes under the post for the second try, as the conversion goes through from Ashok Krishan. So it's all squared at 14.
Yes, it is probably just that final pass to the Peterite skipper that the referee consulted with his assistant. It looked like referee Arun Shanta said there was no issues with it. So the try stands, and as of now it's 14 points all. It's been a brilliant 27 minutes thus far. Ananda have thrown everything at this Peterite outfit. The Peterites have absorbed the pressure and now drawn level. And definitely want to build from here on.
Ravon Pereira. That ball is ripped off, but referee will go back to that advantage. Hands on the rock, as straight away Jamal takes a quick tap. So St. Peter's looking to play that high tempo game as Jayaratna offloads it back to Aditya. So making good progress. Dinsara acting as scrum of quick ball out to the forwards, but unfortunately St. Peter's knocked the ball on but have a penalty. Now Jamal not taking the quick tap this time. This time they will go to touch.
Now this is where Ananda is going to be tested. The pace of the game, whether they'll be able to cope with it. It's very clear what St. Peter's are trying to do. Fortunately for the Anandians, that penalty, that kick to touch has been overcooked. It's gone into the dead goal area, so it'll be a line out, a scrum rather, from where that kick was taken. A reprieve for the Anandians.
Ashok Krishan overcooking that. St. Peter's had the momentum after that try. And now Aryawansha to Randinu. And he puts a good kick. That collection done by Amit Jayavira. He knew that he had Mantusa in the corner. But referee saying that was the ball for St. Peter's. So let's have a look at that. Saying that last touch was from Anandian. So line out in favor of St. Peter's. So they will take that throw. Long one. Again overcooked, but collection done by Shenuka Pereira. Jamal goes to his forwards. Ratnayaka there. Now to Ashok. To Senuddin Sara. Senuddin Sara trying to run around. And one man to beat. Fends off him. And he goes over easily for another try for St. Peter's College. And St. Peter's scoring another Amana Bank try. And Senuddin Sara single-handedly going through the Ananda defense to score his second.
Wow, what a run by the Pete right outside centre. The entire defence was in front of him, but showed tremendous pace and guile to first go around the Ananda defence and then cut in and evade a couple of defenders to get the third Amana Bank try as far as the Peterites is concerned, and give the Peterites the lead once again, which Ashok will look to try and extend. Does so successfully. Once again, the Peterites take a 7-point lead.
St. Peter's have clearly shown that they are going to run around as Ashok's pass towards Senuddin Sara. He went through one and the last man just fending him off, and Anand defense couldn't stop him as he went over for his second Amana Bank try. So straight away St. Peter's were down 7 points, back leading 7, 21-14. We are into the last few minutes of the first half as Anand restarts again with a high hanging kick. The collection is good by Shenal Noel. Now Jamal will look for Krishan. St. Peter's not going for exit kicks. They're going to run it around. Now another big move by Shenal Noel. Quick ball for the Peterites to Shenuk Pereira. Now to Madhugaske. Jamal looking for the short side. Quick ball from Aditya. Aditya sending it to Mantusa. And St. Peter's easily going another try, another Amana Bank try. Fourth of the game, and that's the bonus point as Netusan Mantusha goes over.
Yes, well, some quick recycled ball by the Papare, and Anand, the defense, just not being able to realign. This is what the top class teams can do. When under pressure, they'll just pick themselves up. Feature of these last two tries is how well the forwards and three quarters have combined for the Papare. And Ashok makes no mistake with the conversion. So just like that, it's now moved to 28 points to 14. Just a couple of minutes more to half-time. Interesting to see what Ananda have up with them. You can see the defensive formation in total tatters. It's all due to that quick ruck ball that the Papare have been able to generate. And as always, they've got some wonderful backs out wide. The pace and the footwork, managing him to put the finishing touches.
This time Ananda goes long. St. Peter's will try to run again from their own 22 meter. Goes into contact. Jamal sending quick ball out, but that pass not going into hands. So Ananda have one last opportunity before the half time. That second Ananda try has got into St. Peter's, and they have turned things around after that try. 28 points to 14. Could be the last move of the first half. As Ananda, knowing that Papare are not contesting the line out, forming that rolling maul, but no progress, and straight away giving away a penalty. Now will Ananda go to the corner?
Yeah, well, I think the problem there was the Papare thought it was here a maul situation. But the referee had very clearly said that ruck has been formed. So the Papare needed to let the ball come through. And penalty has been taken and put into touch. So it's a 5-meter line out for the Anandians. Could they have the final say in this first half? Clean line out ball. Anandians just trying to drive this. But so far the Papare maul is holding tight. But Ananda slowly but surely. And looks like they've got another score. The Ananda 8 have executed the driving maul brilliantly. And with that, they will have the final say of this first half. Full credit to the Ananda lads. I think it's their number 8, Shemal Vimala Surya, who's put the finishing touches for the third Amana Bank try for Ananda College. Dare say in the context of the game, Nilhan, that was a very important score. Because the way Papare were running in the last 10 minutes or so, it looks like Ananda's shoulders had dropped. Conversion not successful, so it'll be 19 points to 28. What an entertaining first half we've had. 7 brilliantly executed tries by both teams. And it's the defending champions, though, who go into halftime with a 28 points to 19 lead.
Yeah, and the scoring just before the halftime that would help themselves to come back strong in the second half. So that's the halftime confirmation, 28 points to 19. And we'll take a short commercial break. We'll come back with highlights and second half action.
පැත්තකින් වාගෙන ඉඳි තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක වදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ හික්කක සිත බැන්දා මාතේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් දපේ
හිටක වදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go, pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
මේ තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Ah, boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
while you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus. Save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Welcome back to Bambalapitiya for the second half action of St. Peter's College taking on Ananda College, the curtain raiser for the defending champions. At half time, it's 28 points to 19. Sweet Rights leading. And let's look at the first half highlights. St. Peter's opened the scoring through Senuddin Sar. Just went through his passing the Ananda defense to open the scoring, and then Ashok Krishan adding that valuable extras. Then Ananda College hanged in this game and patiently build up the game to score the opener. That was Janitu Pereira scoring as Dinesh Chamudita added the extras, and here Mantusha tried to make a counter attack, but Dinesh Chamudita collecting that loose ball and going over for the second try, and this got the Ananda team into the lead. And St. Peter's College had to come back, and they did the way they know, playing a fast open rugby, as Aditya Madhushan and Emit Jayavira combining themselves as the experienced Emit Jayavira playing in the fourth year, scoring that try, and Krishan adding the extras. And then again Senuddin Sar, the under-18 national cap, proving that he's player to watch out for this season, scoring the second try for himself and the third for the Peterites. And then again a quick ball out from the ruck for St. Peter's allowed Nitushan Mantush to run around and easily go over for the fourth Amana Bank try. St. Peter's went into a lead of 28 points to 14, and Ashok Krishan having an easy day with the kicks, all four tries under the post. And just before the half time, Ananda College came back strong through another rolling maul, this time a full line out from Ananda College, and St. Peter's defense unable to stop the rolling maul, as Shemal Vimara Surya scoring the third Amana Bank try for Ananda College. So it's 28 points to 19 as we commence the second half here at Bambalapitiya.
Yes, well, 7 tries in that first half. If you can have half as many in the second half, we're going to be in for a treat. But the Anandians yet have a bit of work to do. Just sense, isn't it, Dinhan, whenever the Peterites are under a bit of pressure, they just seem to know how to react, isn't it? It's just that experience of having played A Division rugby, maintaining the intensity over 70 minutes, crucial. Something Ananda will look to do in this second half.
So Grandinu kicking things off for Ananda in the second half. Straight away a knock forward from Ananda. And Peter Wrights will continue their merry way of running through this defense. They have played this high tempo game. Now Krishan looking for options and finds Amit Jayavira as he goes straight into contact, and the ball pops out of the ruck, but has a knock-on advantage from that restart. So referee going back to that advantage. So this will be another opportunity for the Peter Wrights to make another move against this Ananda defense. Still in the game, we haven't seen the Peter Wrights forwards going into attack. They had one opportunity, but the kick was overcooked. So still only the backs making all the moves in this game.
Yes, also another reason could be the fact that a lot of the penalties, they seem to be taking the short taps, isn't it? So just trying to get their three quarters into the game as much as possible. And you can see why. The ability to beat those defenders one-on-one. Tackler not releasing is the call. You could hear the referee very clearly communicating to release the tackler, which was not the case. So Pete Wrights once again taking the short tap, spreading the ball wide. But again, very static. What do you think the thinking behind this is, Nilhan? Seems to be avoid going to the line. Is it that they're not sure of their line out, or do they just want to play this game with as much pace as possible?
Yeah, the all option is to spread it wide and run through this Ananda defense. They have been easily doing it, but that time taking that quick tap was a bit too long. Could have gone to the corner and give the forwards the opportunity, as now Amit Jayavira collecting that high ball and straight away calling mark. So this time Pete Wrights will take the tap and kick it to touch, and that goes just near the 10-meter mark. That previous penalty could have gone to the touch. Just the scrum of wanted to go, but then going the other way around, taking that tap and trying to run.
Yes, the Peter Wrights keeper showing his experience, just quietening down things down a bit. There's no reason to panic. Yet Peter Wrights with an 8-point lead. King slow ball. Peter Wrights reformed, so forcing Ananda to go to the boot. That's not a very good clearance kick, and Ananda will, Peter Wrights will now look to try and launch a counter attack. So the Ananda boys are on the ground, so referee has called an injury timeout.
Could have been the collision from that. So we see a replay of that. Mantus straight away going into contact. Could have been a collision hitting the Ananda winger on the head. So straight away referee stopping the game, noticing that Chatuka Malpiti was down after that impact.
Yes, I think it was a bit of a double whammy, isn't it? Nilhan, first made the tackle, went to the ground, and then I think as the Peter Wright player tried to place the ball once again, probably just landed on his head while in the process of doing that. It's good to see the lad is on his feet, just going through the concussion test, and the all clearance has been given, so he's good to go.
Wait. Over there. Right.
So the pair will commence with the scrum for St. Peter's. Jamal Wahab with the wrist feed in now. Another opportunity for the Peter Rights backs as Ashok Krishan to Senuddin Sara. Runs tried to step in, but no progress from that position. As now Aditya sending it to Mantusa, but Jayavratna doing the clearance work. Now the Peter Rights settling things again with another hit as Shenal Noel offloads to Ashok Krishan. He makes way as Ananda gives away a penalty. Now a free play for the Peter Rights as Noel straight away goes into contact now. Jamal sends the ball towards Madhugasge. So Peter Rights have a penalty, and Krishan been tackled there by his counter. Randinu now. St. Peter's will try to run in the corner, but still managed to keep the ball alive. And Anand turning the ball over in the process, but the penalty advantage was there, so the referee will go back to that advantage. And we saw in the progress that Revon Pereira going down. But looks alright. Another replay of that move. Revon no look pass, but then went into that contact, and here just
Number 10, line offside.
keeping his hand on the hamstring.
Number 10,
So
line offside, penalty. Stop. Okay.
St. Peter's for the penalty straight away opting for a scrum, so that they have the center scrums. So they have the both options from the left or the right. Referee
Number 9. Peters number 9.
stops as St. Peter's makes a replacement. As a scrum of Jamal Wahab makes way for the new scrum of that's Rinan Shahid making way for Jamal. St. Peter's make some progress. Now the big forwards gaining valuable meters ahead. Shahid now to Noel, to Pereira. Again Noel taking the ball and making another big hit. An offload to Krishan. St. Peter's playing some quick ball, but Ananda in the progress turning the ball over. Good work there by Ananda College. As Senut Randinu goes to his boot, but straight into the hands of Mantusa. Now St. Peter's trying to run, but unfortunately knocking the ball over. It's Divankar Jayaratna. That's Shahid passing it to Emit Jayavira, and the pass not collected well there by Jayaratna, and gives the ball back to Ananda College.
Yes, one of the rare occasions where the counter-attack hasn't worked smoothly for the Peterites. It's an area of the game where they've been really good today.
Crouch. Bind.
So Ananda with the scrum
Steady.
on the halfway mark. It's like they decided to go to the boot, but Jayavira positions himself brilliantly. Again goes for the big pass. And it's been knocked on in the process.
What do you want? Line out.
A bit of a tough pass to make when you have the defender right in front of you, isn't it, Nilhan? Jayavira thought he had his wing three-quarter, was it, who was in support. Divanka Jayaratna. Unfortunately, the pass just going forward. And for his troubles, looks like the Peterite skipper in a bit of pain.
Yeah, Jayavira holding on to his calf. Could have been some cramp.
Yes, well, the way it's strapped, it seems that probably had a bit of a injury prior to this game. Peterite skipper has been very good for his team today from that last line of defense. His positional play has been very good. Magic spray being worked on, and he's back on his feet. It's good to see him on his feet, and will continue to play.
So scrum in favor of Ananda for that knock forward from Jayaratna. Now Ananda goes to the boot and good collection there by the number 23. That cross kick working for Ananda. Kavisha Kurupu collecting the ball from that kick from Randinu as the try scorer Janithu Pereira goes to contact. Now Ananda, quick ball out to skipper Sadev. Now Randin looking for options, has Pereira playing patiently, few phases, but not gaining any meters forward. Slow ball from Chatura to Randinu, and he looks for a drop goal there, but Peterites collecting the ball, and they will start with the 22-meter dropper.
Sorry, in goal.
Yes, I think the Peterite defense can take a bit of credit for that failed attempted drop goal attempt. There was just no front foot ball. It was very slow, static ball. So eventually, Ananda's fly half. Senuth deciding to go for the 3 points. Not successful. And now Ananda have tried a high ball, but not successful. And it's a recycle position. They have numbers. Will they be able to create one-on-one situation? Peterites managing to hold on to possession. And the Peterites playing a lot of rugby in their own 22. They have turned possession over. So once the Ananda defense swarming all over the Peterite three quarters. The important point there, Nilhan, is they just did not give them any room, isn't it? They were up in their faces. Didn't give them any room itself to get off the mark. As you can see, cutting the space off. Really good defense by the Ananda three quarters. And as a result, managing to force an error in terms of a knock-on and win themselves a scrum.
Especially Netusan Kodituaku making his presence didn't allow Krishan to make that pass as quickly as Anand breaking away from the scrum goes into contact. That's Pramil. No, not releasing the tackler is the call as skipper Sadeva Dasanayaka takes a quick tap and goes into contact, but St. Peter's turned the ball over, but not going the 10 meters.
Captain. Jana bowling at the 10 meters fine no. Right? Meters. Die only matter. Not 10 meters. Let's see.
Well, a bit of confusion in the ranks. Looks like the Ananda lads were keen on taking the short tap, but the instructions came from the bench to take the 3 points. So time will tell whether that was the correct decision, but Ananda an opportunity to get 3 points first up in this second half, which they have done successfully. So it's 22 points to 28.
The forwards wanted a scrum, but as the orders from the bench is to take the 3 points, so that takes the deficit that Anand chasing to 6 points. So one converted try will be enough for the boys from Maradana, as Krishan kicks things off, going deep, but good collection from Senut Randinu and makes a good kick near the 40-meter mark. So heap of changes coming in for both sides. St. Peter's brings on a few forwards. Referee stopping play, noticing that Revon Pereira
time on number 4
but all good and play will continue. Bit too eager to commence play. Finally, St. Peter's Rana Singh putting that touch for the Peterites as quick ball to Chanal Noel, and now Shahid makes a run. He's brought down with a high shot, so penalty advantage for the Peterites. St. Peter's makes their way into the 22-meter. Now Madhugaske Again going into contact. For the first time, Peter Wright forwards playing in the close quarters.
Please, no, number 7, no.
Now Shahid goes to the backs, to the big Shenal Noel. Now to Dinsara, to Aditya, unfortunately losing the ball in the progress. But there will be a penalty advantage for the Peter Wrights for that high tackle.
Number 7. Number 7. Wait. Number 7. Number 7.
It's Pramil for Ananda making that high tackle. Giving a last warning for that Ananda, number 7, Pramil. St. Peter's opting for a scrum for that penalty.
Yes, I really like the way the referee has handled those kind of situations. He's not rushed to his pocket. He's given the warnings to the respective teams. So far his game management has been particularly good as well. So the Pete Wrights from the back of that maul. Noel off to Ashok. Pete Wrights on the move, attacking along the fringes. All the momentum towards the Pete Wrights here. The Anandians on the back foot, just inches away from the line, and the Pete Wrights go over. It's they're locked forward. Revon Pereira who puts the finishing touches to that move. And the Pete Wrights got another Amana Bank try to give themselves a bit more comfort on the scoreboard.
The forwards finally getting opportunity and proving that they can also make an impact in this Pete Wright outfit. The third year player Revon Pereira going over for the Peter Wright, so takes the tally up to 33 points halfway through this second half. This is Ashok Krijan with the conversion. That kick goes astray, so 33 points to 22. Another replay of that try. Ashok Krishan collecting that ball from Noel. And then the Peter Wrights playing few pick and drives patiently, waiting for that opportunity. And Revon Pereira collecting that ball from Shenuk Pereira and going over for the try.
Yes, wonderful body position by the Pete Wrights second row to go over for that try. Now the Pete Wrights trying to launch another attack, but again just knocking the ball in the process. So Ananda will be looking to try and clear their lines. It was a poor pass really by the Pete Wright scrum half. So Ananda with a scrum inside the 22.
30 seconds.
And they have been penalized for not forming the scrum quick enough. And the Peter Wrights with an opportunity to launch an attack. That was a really good tackle by the Anand, the defender. They managed to turn position over. Strong run by the Anand, the hooker. Recycle position. Good pressure applied by the Papare at the breakdown. Ananda regrouping. But they'll have to go up against a very set Papare defense. Again attacking along the fringes. Again pick and go. Not sure how long the Anandians can continue to do this. Still outside the 22. We need to go to the line at some point of time.
No hands. Get back. Release, no.
Eventually now they've decided to go to the line, but it's static ball, nothing on.
No hands.
Yes, I think Ashok was not the problem. It was his open side flanker who hadn't rolled away. It was Lakindurana Singha. But what Ashok didn't need to do was throw that ball away and concede further 10 meters for his team. Ananda have just put it into touch, 5 meters away. Ananda's driving ball today has been of top quality. Do they have one more in them?
Semal Vimarasuri will try perform this rolling maul. St. Peter's not contesting throughout the game. And this time same as Anand breaks away from the line out. Sandhira breaking away now. Anand going back towards that pick and drive, but good pressure by the Papare trying to bundle them into touch, but Anand secure in the ball. Another pick and drive. Again, Sandhira collecting the ball and slowly making few meters forward. This time skipper Sadev Dasanayaka with the ball. St. Peter's trying for that turnover, but Anand just few meters away from the try line. Good patient play from Ananda College. Few meters away from the try line.
Looks like the referee has his hands out for an advantage as well. So a free run here for Ananda. They want to make use of it. It is a real patient build-up, grinding down the Papare defense. Just inches away. Eventually, Papare defense regrouping. This could force Ananda to go to the line, which they do. They expected there was nothing in it for them. So there's no advantage there. The referee will come back for the advantage that he was playing.
Wait. High tackle. Number 14 top side, right?
Yes, well, looking at the bench, this time deciding to take the line out. So it will be a 5-meter line out. Once again for the Anandians. Approaching the final 10 minutes of this game. Enthralling game it has been. Newcomers to A Division Ananda definitely put on a real show today. Good clean line out. And the Papare have been penalized for collapsing. Quite a bit of patience shown by the referee.
That's Shinuka Pereira there collapsing the maul. And Anand, another opportunity to go ahead against this Papare defense. Vimala Surya. And again Anand straight away. This time breaks away from the line out. 5 meters away from the try line. Again, Sandhir is the man to come out with the ball. And another penalty. Few penalties in quick succession. So, continuous penalties resulting in Chirat Pereira going to the win. So man down for the Papare for the remainder of this game as Ananda this time takes a quick tap. Goes to the shorter side, it's been held up, brought down 5 meters away from the try line. Good piece of defending by the Papare, sending Anand back, and now they have gone few meters behind. Again another pick and drive from Anand, that time Mega Surya. The ball is out as St. Peter's takes the ball. Now the Papare line will try to spread this wide as Dinsara goes through the Anand defense and one man to beat. And he goes down near the halfway mark. They loses the ball in progress. But there was a knock forward from Dinsara. And after all the hard work from Anand, unable to breach the St. Peter's line.
Yes, I think one area where the Ananda forwards probably let themselves down on those few phases close to the line was their body position, going a bit too upright. But credit to the Papare defense. They hung in there, turned possession over, and just spread it to their reliable three quarters. So, Dimsara fortunately just losing the ball forward when he hit the deck.
Coach! Bind!
One problem Ananda have in this game is they just don't seem to have a three-quarter line to pose problems in attack. So they've had to rely on their forwards to do a lot of the work to get them the points. And other than that, they've had to go to the boot as well. And,
roll away, Tucker, roll, no hands, no hands. Roll away, Tucker, roll away. Right ball available.
Now the Papare will try and create something. And a 2-on-1 situation. Dimsara has been no match to this Ananda three-quarter line. Wonderful, desperate defend. What a turnover. And Ananda now on the attack. And that pass was just not needed, and from one end to the other, position being turned over. What brilliant work initially by the Anand, the fullback. Dinet Chamudita made the tackle, managed to steal the ball. Have a look at that once again. Brilliant work by the Anand, the fullback. Offloaded really well, but his teammate not managing to hold on to possession.
Number 20.
And some desperate Anand, the defenders, coming around to want that Pete Wright player into touch.
Dinet Chamudita has been the player for Ananda, who has been man controlling everything for Ananda College. And Nithushan Mantusha looked like he's going to go over, but Chamudita not giving up, brilliantly turning the ball over there. The game moves into the last few minutes. Abdullah, we need to look at a Swiss Tech player of the match also.
Yes, and if the result stays as it is, I think we'll have to look at some of the Pete Wright three-quarters who have been outstanding today. They've probably been the difference between both teams. And in that aspect, I thought the Pete Wright skipper, Emijay Veera, was really good, as well as Nitsan Metusha. But for me, I thought today's key player and who just got things moving for the Pete Wrights was Senut Dimsara, the outside center. Just his individual brilliance opened this game up for the Pete Wrights. For that reason, I think Nilhan, to your agreement, he would be a man of the match today.
Fully agreed with you, Abdullah. He's been the man who's made the difference for the Pete Wrights. Now, St. Peter's collected that ball and losing the ball in the progress. Been scrappy in the last 10 minutes or so, the Pete Wrights.
Number 32 out. Number 32 out.
The game has been a stop-start affair. And from the Ananda side, we can't look beyond Dinet Chamudita. He's been the man, been the center stage for the newcomers. So the player of the Swiss Tech player of the match would be Senuddin Sar from St. Peter's. And a notable mention for Dinet Chamudita from Ananda.
So Ananda with the final say probably of this game, if they can. And that's a kick that has been put out on the full. So not the way the Anandians would want to have finished this game. The turn possession over. There's no doubt the Pete Wrights will want to finish this game on a high with one more try. Good clean line out taken. Just trying to use the driving maul. This is really strong by the Pete Wright pack.
That's Aditya collecting the ball and now sending it to Dinsara. Still trying to spark something in the latter stages of the game. Now Shahid looks for his options, goes to his forwards. That's Farooq making his way. Now to Shenuka Pereira. Have numbers, St. Peter's. Good pass towards the replacement winger. And he makes over for the Amana Bank try. That's Pasan Pamudita, the replacement winger for the Peterites, scoring the Amana Bank try. The last move of the game.
Yes, and once again, it was created by that wonderful pass by Senut Dimsara. Just managing to draw the defense towards him and make that impossible looking pass. So we'll be able to have a look at that replay once again after this conversion is taken.
Conversion is away, so that is it here in Bambalapitiya. St. Peter's clinching the victory. £38 to 22. So at full time, the Peterites 38 to 22 winning it against the newcomers Ananda. But on Division 1 segment A debut, Ananda has played brilliantly.
Yes, it's been a really encouraging performance by Ananda. But eventually, just the class of the Peterites prevailing at the end. The difference between the three quarters of both teams was what you'd have to say the ultimate difference. When the three quarters of the Peterites move the ball, they always look very dangerous. The Ananda forwards, to their credit, threw everything at the Peterite defense, but eventually just having a bit too much.
Just as we see the highlights of the second half, who came in with 8 points, 9 points gap as Chamudita added the 3 points to make it 6. And then this try from Revon Pereira after good piece of play by the Peterite forwards, slowly making their way, and try from Revon Pereira made that scoreline up to 38 points. And Ananda College had a lot of opportunities. They had a lot of territory in the final stages of the game. And on the last move of the game, St. Peter's line again making their way as Pamudita, the replacement winger, going over for the final Amana Bank try to conclude the opening game of the 2025 Dialog Schools Rugby League. So the key stats, St. Peter's 38, Ananda 22, 6 tries and 4 conversions for the Peterites, and 3 tries, 2 conversion and 1 penalty for Ananda. And perfect player, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Senuddin Sara from St. Peter's, who was the man who made the difference for the Peterites, clinching the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match.
Yes, it's been a really enthralling game. With one more game to finish this, what has been a brilliant week 1 of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. It's the knockout champions of 2025. Isipathana will open their account against Mahanama at Havelock Park tomorrow. So you can join the Papare to watch that match.
And that concludes the proceedings here at Bambalapitiya. St. Peter's defeating Ananda 38 points to 22. For myself, Nilhan and Abdullah and the technical crew, we bid you goodbye, and you can catch the final game of week 1 tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye from us.
Tokyo Super ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
රාමෙන් පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉතින් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සරවිහිතේ හික්කට සිත බැන්දා ෆයිවල් ෆැෂන් දපේ හික්ටක බදේ වටේ හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගෙස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි
සරටම එන්ජොයි කරන්න පාටි එකට ගෝ
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
ලස්සන පල්ලෝකේ කොත්තුමි සර විහිදේ එකට සිත බැඳා තෙරේ ෆයිනල් ෆැෂන් අපේ
හිටක බදේ වටේ
හොටල් ස්පයිසි ගස් මාතේ රසේ ප්‍රීමා කොත්තුමි ෆාම් තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි මැලිබන් ලෙමන් පෆ් ලෙමන් පෆ් මැලිබන් ලෙමන් පෆ් මැලිබන් ලෙමන් පෆ් chill when a lemon.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
හරි. ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද? නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil. German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Big question, right? What if you didn't have to choose just one version of yourself? What if you could explore them all? In one universe, you're building the future. In another, you're saving the planet. Or leveling up in the business world. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself so that you can discover the best one. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Are you okay?
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined.
Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.